Merhaba, ben Michael Lees. CPR Uyuşmazlık Çözümü Kurumu işbirliğiyle Uluslararası Ticari Marka Birliği, bir uyuşmazlığın arabuluculuk yoluyla çözümlenmesine örnek olarak bu temsili vakayı tasarlamıştır. Yaklaşık yarım saatlik bu film boyunca çözülmesi en zor uyuşmazlıkların, tarafların gönüllü olarak katıldığı süreçte bir arabulucu yoluyla nasıl çözümlenebildiğini izleyeceksiniz. Bu süreç içinde taraflar müzakere konularını ele alıp, çözüm üretip, uyuşmazlık öncesindeki durumlarına göre daha avantajlı bir konuma bile gelebilirler. Bizim uyuşmazlık örneğimiz, alkollü içecek üreticisi iki firma arasında yaşanmaktadır. Wonderbrandski, daha çok Rusya içinde ticari faaliyet gösteren büyük bir Rus şirketidir. Alkopops ise uluslararası faaliyet gösteren Amerikalı bir ticari kuruluştur. Alkopops KYK Oktan isimli vodka markasıyla Rusya pazarına girmeye hazırlanmaktadır. Dünya çapında satılan bu vodkanın kendine özgü sekizgen bir şişesi ve üzerinde kırmızı siyah çizgili bir etiketi vardır. Ancak Alkopops Rusya'daki satışlarına başlamadan önce Wonderbrandski kendi eski vodka markası Picobello'yu yatay, kırmızı siyah çizgili etikete sahip 8 köşeli bir şişeyle Picobello Oktav olarak uyarlayarak hızla piyasaya sürer. Bu durumda iki tarafın birbirine ithamlarda bulunduğu bir uyuşmazlık ortaya çıkar. Ancak her iki kuruluş da Uluslararası Ticari Marka Birliği ve CPR Uyuşmazlık Çözümü Kurumu üyesidir. İki şirketin genel müdürü bağlayıcılığı olmayan bir arabuluculukla sorunlarını çözmeyi denemek üzere bir araya gelmeyi kabul eder. Her iki taraf da herhangi bir aşamada toplantıyı bırakıp gitmekte özgürdür. Taraflara mütabakata varmaları konusunda baskı yapılması söz konusu değildir. Arabulucu taraflar adına karar alamaz. Arabulucu bir yargıç ya da hakem değildir. Eğer taraflar kendi çözümlerini bulmak isterse bu karar tamamıyla kendilerine aittir. Şimdi toplantıya göz atalım.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy that you're here in Munich. I hope you had a good trip to Munich. Would you please introduce yourself shortly?
I'm Peter Tchaikovsky, President and CEO of Wonderbrandski, Russia, leading manufacturer and marketer of the alcohol products.
I'm Alex Pushkin. I'm Peter's attorney.
My name is Dee Dee Cruz. I'm president of Alcopops Inc., based in Chicago.
Masha Driver. I'm here as counsel for Alcopops.
Very well, thank you. My name is Peter Miller. I'm from Munich, Germany, and I'm your mediator. I would like to introduce you very briefly into the mediation process. I'm not a judge and I'm not an arbitrator. So actually you are negotiating and I don't decide anything. I would prefer to have a joint session first where we exchange the items we would like to discuss, and I would like to ask each party to present their case.
Okay. As Peter said here, we are a major player in the Russian alcohol market. We have these leading brands, top of the market vodkas. We also have Picobello, which is high volume. Well, we recently decided to relaunch our brand. And very opportunely, we do have a license from you people. You remember 1992? You granted us a license to use this 8-sided bottle. So we decided it would be a good idea to have it. So anyway, we are launching this product now. And now what do we learn? You come here with this octane product. Not only this product erodes our market, it infringes our precious octane brand. And what do we see? You now send us an email saying that we are actually infringing your trademark.
The Alcopops company is certainly well known worldwide. They're the fourth largest spirit provider, distributor in the world. High quality product. The Kick brand is virtually worldwide in its distribution, and in fact has been sold in the Moscow duty-free shops. The 8-sided bottle is famous. It is the signature of the company, the source identifier for the goodwill that our company has worldwide. When we came out with this, you came out with this. Unbelievable.
Okay, what's now very interesting and what I need to know for the mediation process are the business interests you have in the Russian market. Mrs. Cruz, would you please explain what are your intentions, your business intentions in Russia?
Alcopops is one of the world's largest sellers of beverages and spirits, and well known everywhere, including in Russia, and including to Mr. Tchaikovsky and his company. They've had Picobello languishing in the standard brands market, and now they're trying to copy us, trade on our goodwill. They've taken a bottle shape, which is a distinctive, famous shape that belongs to us, and resurrected it from a dead license that we contend isn't even valid anymore. Used that, used a color scheme on their label, which not only is shown with notes and the term octave, but you'll note that on the back of their label are stripes. They're trying to elevate their cheap, not bad vodka by trading on our goodwill, and I think that that's bad faith.
If you, Mr. Tchaikovsky, could explain to me what are your intentions in the Russian market?
No, I'm not going to explain it to you sitting in front of these people who are accusing me of all terrible things. I think they don't understand the alcohol market, and I think they're crazy. Я думаю, что они просто сошли с ума.
How can you say we don't understand the alcohol market? Alcopops is one of the world's largest sellers of alcohol, much bigger than Wonder Brandsky, I might add.
Could be in the
We're
US,
here because
not here.
your company deliberately traded on our goodwill and acted in bad faith. If you ask me, they're nothing less than cheap pirates.
No, stop. Please stop that, Mr. Miller. Stop. I don't want her
yes,
using these words. If she uses these words again, out
Lady
of
and
this
gentlemen,
room, out
I,
of this mediation.
Immediately,
You're here
immediately.
I don't
because
like
of
it.
bad
We-
faith.
I
we
very
were not
well understand
going to
that
do
you
it in the
are
first place.
upset. I understand that the feelings are running high, so I would propose that we adjourn into a private session.
Arabuluculuk sürecinde sinirlerin bozulması gayet normaldir. İş anlaşmazlıkları çileden çıkartıcı hale gelebilir. Taraflar karşılıklı duygularını ifade ettiler ve şimdi arabulucu, tarafların kritik ticari kaygılarını saptayabilmek amacıyla onlara ayrı ayrı yardım etmeye başlıyor. Wonder Brandsky'nin müdürünün ticari amaçlı arabuluculuğun çözümsel bir özelliğini nasıl algıladığını seyredin. Bu hukuki değil, ticari faaliyetlerle ilgili bir süreçtir.
I would like to reconfirm that everything we say now is confidential unless you authorize me to tell it the other side. So I have to know the business issues, you know. What do you intend with the new Picobello brand?
Well, Picobello has always been our business. It's a big volume business, and it's sort of engine of our business. I think it's perfect time for Picobello to mature into a premium sort of vodka, and I think we did all right, and we were within our rights.
So what do you think about the complaints Alcopops has?
Yeah, I think, well, frankly, we don't want to engage in legal battle because we are not in legal business. We think that our market is somehow threatened by the entrance of Kik, because we've always been trading in a premium segment of the market.
You are afraid that Kik might introduce into the premium and super premium market?
Exactly. Kik
Okay.
is, well, by the way, Peter, it's confidential. He promised
course.
not to
Yeah,
tell
right,
it to
sure.
the
Sure.
Yes, Kik Octane is threatening our Dynamovskaya, which is lower segment of
Okay.
premium market, premium segment. However, they have something else. They have high octane brand, which
High
will,
octane, yes.
yes, if they introduce it in Russian market, it will be a disaster. But don't tell it anybody, okay?
I understand. Okay, so this is your main concern?
That's my main concern, right?
We heard that they are trying to do a deal with Vladivod, which is a competitor
Vladivostok,
here,
yes. I know, actually. Yeah. It's an old Russian
Yes.
distillery.
a distillery in the Far East.
Do you have any interest outside Russia?
Yeah, we got some nice new brands, which are extensions of existing brands, which are coffee flavored, red hot chili pepper
Oh.
flavored vodka.
So the flavor type vodka?
That's right. We might think about distributing these products outside of Russia. And for this purpose, apparently we need somebody with experience and with huge distribution network. So yes, potentially we might be interested in that.
Would there be any idea you have how you can profit from Alcopops in any way?
In theory, we might use our extensive distribution network in Russia. And well, that's again only in theory, because looking at these people, they are arrogant. They're just arrogant people. But theoretically, we might use our distribution network to distribute their product.
Is there anything you told me now which is not confidential, which I may tell them or ask their opinion to what you said?
Yes, first of all, tell them that I need apology. You know, I represent a very serious company. It's 33% Russian government owned, and I have to keep my face.
Okay, so I propose I will talk to Alcopops now.
Arabulucu aynı süreci Alcopops'la da sürdürür. Arabulucunun her tartışma konusunun ticari planları için aynı önceliği taşımadığını fark etmeleri için Alcopops'u nasıl teşvik ettiğine dikkat edin.
What do you intend to do in the Russian market?
I intend to sell Alcopops Kick Octane Vodka. We belong in Russia. We're everywhere else in the world. That's our business objective.
As I said earlier, it's incredible that they did what they did, and it's a very emotional thing that we've got going on here. But they use our 8-sided bottle with pulling out some dusty piece of paper from a prior management to try and leverage us against our own worldwide famous brand.
I clearly understand, you know. I need to know more. I mean, what are your real intentions in Russia? Why do you now do the big launch?
Because it's vodka. It's the world's 4th largest selling vodka. We'd
Okay.
like for it to sell even higher. Now this is confidential, of
Sure,
course.
yeah.
But Russia's pretty much the only market, the only good market for vodka,
Okay.
where we aren't already selling our Kick Octane brand, our Kick vodka generally, on a wide-scale basis. And we need the legitimacy of the Russian market to really make it the top brand that we think it is.
Okay, and I understood that you're using a Kick Octane worldwide?
We do use Kick Octane worldwide.
So what if they succeed with the trademark infringement? I mean, what happens?
It would be devastating to have to market only in Russia without our Octane label, where otherwise we're selling worldwide with that Octane label.
Sure. And what about high octane and classic? Do you intend to take those as well into the Russian market?
High Octane isn't going to get us as big a bang for the buck as Octane will. And frankly, I'm not looking to launch right now any lower level brand than our Octane, which is our best seller.
I understand. And the get-up you have, you know.
It's critical. It's really not even negotiable as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, so you want to have, also in Russia, an exclusive market for the get-up and the 8-sided bottle. I mean, this is really vital for you.
That's correct. It's a package.
Okay.
We're going to be there, one way or the other. But we don't want to do that. I mean, of course, we still have to get our distributor arrangements in place, but that will do. That we'll be able to do.
Distribution arrangements. You know, the Russian market is a special market, as far as I know from my German perspective, you know. It could be that you might encounter difficulties, or what do you think if you encounter difficulties with the Russian government, which is a co-owner of Wonderbransky, on your distribution channels?
Well, you know, the Russian government's no pushover. That's an issue. But are you suggesting that we do business with them?
I'm not sure I could trust them after what they've done.
That's your decision. I'm not suggesting anything. You know, it's your decision. I was just wondering because Wonderbransky, they have, as far as I know, very good distribution channels, and they might feel insulted, or they may do something against a second distributor distributing similar or the same products in Russia. What would you think if Wonderbransky starts selling their super premium and premium brands in the United States and elsewhere, and making a competition to your high octane and octane? Yeah.
I, of course, wouldn't be happy about that, but I think our business interests will turn more on us making the sales we need to sell in Russia and the rest of the world, because
Okay.
we are confident we can compete at the levels where we are in the
Okay,
market.
so may I shortly summarize? You are most interested in the kick octane right now to distribute the kick octane in the Russian market, and for you it's very important to have the two-tone stripe and the get-up with the 8-sided bottle.
That's correct.
Saptadığı sorunların anlaşmazlıktaki ana konular olduğunu kesinleştiren arabulucu, taraflarla tekrar görüşürken 3 hususta odaklanır. Genel müdürün riski değerlendirmesine yardımcı olur.
Okay, since we have now made a list of topics we have to discuss, well, are you sure you will succeed in the trademark infringement case? I mean, what if they just drop octane and start with the kick trademark? Without high octane or octane, just use the kick label, which is
If they
worldwide
withdraw,
known.
if they delete the word, obviously there is no case.
Yeah.
I mean, because there is no infringement then.
And what if they start intruding into the premium and super premium market?
Well, definitely it's going to be a danger for our business.
Yeah.
It's going to be a disaster.
Okay. I have this list of topics we made right now, and we have these 6 points. I would like to go through these 6 points and just try to find out what are your most important concerns, and
Şimdi bunları konuşalım.
Well, let me, Alex, tell Peter what are my main concerns. I don't want high octane to enter the market, right? And if they still launch high octane in Russia, we will keep and fight for this Picobello octave to the end, right?
Right.
okay.
But if they will not launch high octane in Russia, we will make a concession on Picobello octave.
Ve arabulucu, tarafların farkında olmadığı ama kendisinin bildiği fırsatları araştırmaya başlar.
Right. Now, another thing which is most important for me is the distribution rights in Russia. In case they persist with their kick product in Russia, we would like to get distribution rights in Russia.
Okay. So you would be happy with high octane as long as you doing the distribution.
Yes, so as long as we get distribution rights, yes.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you want to
absolutely.
continue with the 8-sided bottle?
Now let's theoretize further. If they would like to get this 8-sided bottle, we might give it to them. But for
Well, they have the
big
bottle.
money, big money, they need to pay us big.
Yes.
You would agree in terminating the license contract by certain payment.
Or it has to be something equivalent, I mean.
So thank you. These are the 4 major points, and I would say I would like to talk to Alcopops. And which of these 4 points do you think are confidential? You don't want octane, high octane in the premium and super premium market?
I think we can tell them that.
Yeah. Then the distribution rights of kick in Russia.
Yeah, you know what?
This is like an offer.
It's a bit of uncomfortable at that stage.
I think-
Could you
No, let's
suggest
give
it
it
to
to them.
yourself as it comes from you?
Yes.
Evet, memnuniyetle bu fikri sanki kendisine aitmiş gibi öne sürecektir. Arabulucu şimdi Alcopops'la aynı süreçten geçerek onların da hedeflerini 1'den 5'e kadar öncelik sırasına koymalarını ister.
I think for us, the key is the use of octane so that we can distribute kick octane vodka. High octane really isn't one of our goals right now.
The 8-sided bottle.
Our bottle is really one of our key indicia of source. I mean, that's how the customer on the shelf distinguishes our bottle from all of those other bottles that are just your standard round bottle.
So I would
the
say-
bottle is critical.
So you would say it's more important than octane?
Slightly more important, but not much more important.
Okay,
But
so-
slightly more important. If I had to give on anything, and I'm not saying that I'm ready to, I think if we talk about the label for Picobello, we don't want stripes, we don't want our color scheme, but I might be willing to let them use a two-tone color scheme as long as it didn't so closely approximate ours.
Okay. And no 8-sided bottle. That's what I understood.
Right.
No, absolutely not. In fact, I think that they should assign that trademark to us, their Octave trademark. Give it back
Good
to
idea.
us. Give us the license for the bottle. Give us the Octave trademark.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you willing to pay something for the Octave trademark?
I couldn't sell an outright payment for the mark to my company, to my board of directors.
Is there something else we might be able to do that we can give them in value? Because they're not going to just give up the license. They're not going to just give up the mark.
Well, if they would back off from this entire marketing scheme that they've done, I might be willing to think about that distribution arrangement.
So you would, you would consider Wonder to distribute your Kick Octane vodka?
If they back away from their bad faith conduct, and we can get what we need to distribute our... I have to admit, they have an excellent distribution network.
But this is what you would give in exchange, like you would exchange the Octave against the distribution arrangements.
Or production.
Sonucu belirleyecek olan ortak toplantının zamanı geldi.
Okay, we are back in the joint session, and I had now a further opportunity to understand each...
Arabulucunun tipik işlevlerinden biri, tarafsız bir üçüncü katılımcı olarak diğer iki tarafın doğrudan ifade etmeye istekli olmadığı meseleleri açık bir şekilde masaya getirmektir. Hatırlayın, Wonder arabulucudan sanki kendi fikriymiş gibi bir öneri sunmasını istemişti. Arabulucu bunu yaptığında neler oldu birlikte seyredelim.
I was thinking about, since you have no distribution channels yet, I was thinking about whether you would offer distributing products, vodka, whatever in which market, which may be discussed later, but to offer your distribution channels to Alcopops. What do you think about it?
Well, I would never think about this before.
I don't know what you think.
Sort of a hard decision to make, because I would never think before. But now, as we are moving closer to each other, I would offer you to use our channels to distribute Kick vodka in Russia on several conditions, which is exclusivity. That means you don't use some other distributors, only us. No minimum volume, at least from the beginning, as well as margin a bit higher than average on the market.
What do you think about it?
I'm
what's your idea?
I'm encouraged that they're willing to give up, that you're willing to give up any pursuit of that 8-sided bottle. That's very important to us. However, we also would need to clear the way for our sub-brand, our Octane sub-brand, to freely be distributed throughout Russia. In fact, we'd like to see the license come back to us or be terminated, and your Octave brand trademark registration be assigned to us. But in exchange, I think we could think about pursuing distribution. Produce and distribute?
We might think about the production, but manufacture the Kick in Russia. Yes, we have wonderful facilities, you know that.
One thing I wanted to mention here, if you allow me, and I understand that one of the issues is a high importation tax. Local production is cheaper. You don't have to pay the importation tax. If we agree on that, we will simply renegotiate the license agreement, right?
The license agreement, we would need to have the 8-sided bottle be used only for the Kick Octane, and not for the Picobello.
Is that what you?
Is that what you mean? In other words, we would retain our
Absolutely.
exclusivity for our famous design.
Talking about distribution, can we also ask you whether it's possible to distribute our brands, flavored vodkas?
We could consider it maybe a trial basis, not worldwide. That's such a big venture. We could try one country, maybe the U.S.
I think U.S. is a good start.
Okay. So maybe I shortly repeat the major points we have. So you will drop the stripes on the bottle and get rid of the two-tone and...
Arabulucu varılan anlaşmanın temel öğelerini özetler.
Okay, perfect. So I wrote this down and I will let my secretary write it down in a short agreement, very briefly, what we said now. And then I would like you two to sign the agreement, and everything else is taken to the lawyers. So thank you very much. I'm very happy. I guess we have a good solution. And well, I hope you will have some progress in the future, maybe together, and hopefully very successful.
İstatistiksel verilere göre her 10 ticari anlaşmazlıktan 8'den fazlası, taraflar bağlayıcılığı olmayan arabuluculuk sürecini seçtiği zaman hızla çözüme ulaşıyor. Neden bu yöntem bu kadar başarılı? Bir kere az önce izlediğimiz gibi arabulucu taraflarla yaptığı görüşmeler yoluyla problemin esas kaynağına ulaşabildi. Gerginlik durumunda taraflar öfkesine hakim olamadıkları zaman ortalığı yatıştırabildi ve daha sonra yalnızca tarafların alenen ortaya koydukları iddia ve ticari görüşleri değil, onların istek ve ihtiyaçlarına ilişkin kendi özgün yorumunu da kullanarak her iki tarafı cezbeden bir çözüme ulaşmaları için onlara rehberlik edebildi. Az önce başarılı arabuluculuk örneklerinin gerçekten önemli bazı özelliklerini gördük. İşte bunlardan biri. Arabulucu her zaman tarafların kendi kaderlerini kontrol etmelerini sağladı. Tek yaptığı süreci kontrol etmekti. Arabulucunun burada gizliliği şirket yöneticilerinin gerçek ticari çıkarlarına ulaşmak için nasıl kullandığını gördük. Ve sonra da nasıl bu ticari çıkarların savunulan hukuki veya teknik görüşlere baskın geldiğini gördük. Bütün bunların dışında daha önce hiç var olmayan ya da fazlasıyla düşmanca olan ilişkilere nasıl yeni bir değer katıldığını gördük. Uluslararası Ticari Marka Birliği ve CPR Uyuşmazlık Çözümü Kurumu, her yerdeki tüm ticari kurumları uyuşmazlıkların çözümü için arabuluculuğu denemeleri yönünde teşvik etmektedir. Kaybedecekleri hiçbir şey olmadığı gibi, az önce gördüğümüz gibi kazançları da hayal ettiklerinin çok üstünde olabilir.